Andrei Svechnikov and his abilities leading to what you would think him getting paid very soon. But let's take a look at that line overall, because that might be the most exciting part about the Carolina Hurricanes. When you have bona fide superstars like a Svechnikov, Sebastian Aho, and don't forget about Teuvo Teravainen. Do you think that's one of the top lines right now in the game?
I do, but I don't know if everyone would immediately associate those three guys, that line, with being a top 10 line in the NHL, which I think it is easily. And they all bring different things. But you're going to talk about, what, 230 goal scorers in Aho and Svechnikov. One of them actually could probably push 40. Teravainen is probably going to push 25. Around a point a game or better for all three of them. And the best part about it, and the part that Rod Brind'Amour will like so much, is that not only are they gifted offensively, which we'll spend a lot of time talking about because they are so dynamic in their complementary skill sets. Teravainen's definitely a passer. Aho is a two-way centerman who can score a ton of goals, and Svechnikov is just a burgeoning superstar who wouldn't surprise me if he got 40 right now, but or this year coming, or not prorated for 40 this year coming up. But they're also very good defensively. Their expected goals against when on the ice 5-on-5, very low. So not only do they score it well, they keep it out of their own net very efficiently as well. And that's what can separate them from the highest end offensive guys, that they also play really good defense like Rod Brind'Amour wants them to. So Carolina's not this kind of like they work hard, do all the right things, but they don't have the talent. They do. They have some elite level talent, and it's stacked up on that first line.
And don't forget about a guy named Vinny Trocheck, because he really hasn't played that many games. He's only actually played 7 regular season games with the Carolina Hurricanes. But in that time, he was already a difference maker for them, centering that second line. So what do you see as his ceiling this year with this team?
Well, remember that Vinny Trocheck, the last year that he was healthy, he put up 75 points with Florida, 30-plus goals and 75 points. Then he had that terrible-looking leg break, and it took him a long time to get back. And hopefully he's 100% healthy. Last year was okay, not great by his standards, but okay. And maybe if he's healthy and right and comfortable and his leg feels good and can get back anywhere near 25 goals and 60 points, and he makes that second line go with Netchas and Niederreiter, all of a sudden, Carolina can roll it down 1, 2, 3 and be an absolute nightmare to match up against. But so much of it depends on Vinny Trocheck. The brains and the will were there last year. You saw it. He was fighting. He works hard. He's a smart player. But the explosiveness, understandably, coming off a gruesome broken leg, it wasn't quite there. That separation, those first couple strides to get to the spots to be a dynamic goal scorer, it wasn't all the way back. I hope it gets back, and if it does, Carolina will be very well set up. First line, second line, Jordan Staal coming in at the third line and be well positioned for another playoff run.
It's crazy to think that 2 years ago, they made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Final, and a lot of people were like, where did this come from? Then they go and they make a decent playoff run this past year, and now I think they're a favorite to be a playoff team yet again.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
Question. Okay, great. Exciting times down in Carolina.